So here we are, back again with you. Today I'm with Sukababa and we are at a mystical place, a very subtle place called Maroon.
Lemon. Lemon.
Yeah. We are here to present a beautiful documentary on it, and I'll pass on to my friend to give you more details about it.
She's passing on to me?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes.
Why me?
Better.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so well, I want to tell you something, Kajal.
Yes.
There's something that fascinates me about this place.
What's that place?
Seriously, I really don't know yet, but it's something very, very fascinating. And I hear that this is where the famous Sega music is born from.
Right, it's true.
Really?
Indeed, yeah.
How?
Well, I would say that the Sega music is born here because it is where the slaves started letting go of all the different emotions that they had.
Slaves?
Yes, the slaves, the people that were being tortured.
So what is the real meaning of Lemon?
I would say Lemon is, the real meaning behind Lemon is all about freedom.
Freedom. So today we are in the land of freedom.
Yes, right.
Today we are in the land of freedom, and there's something very, very intriguing about the people over here, as in the first founding people that came over here, which are like the Maroons and the slaves, that ran over here during the slave period and everything. Why do they run over here? They run over here in defiance of who? Of their masters.
Of course, they were in defense of their masters. That's why they were running here.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm not born a slave, so I'm not gonna be a slave to you.
Of course.
Man, those dudes are badass. They are badass, man.
Yes.
Really crazy. They are badass, right? Like, they're super cool, super cooler than us this time around.
I don't think so. They were super cooler than us. They were really bad. That's why they were coming and hiding over here in the settlement.
They're like, hey, see, I am not a slave and I'm not gonna be your slave. And they ran,
Yes.
So here they ran over to this particular place that we are now, that me and Miss Kajal is. So yeah, they ran over here in defiance of
their masters.
In defiance that I am not born a slave. In defiance that they are born to be free and they have their own rights. So you see, these people, they have really started protesting about freedom, right of expression, right of speech from the very onset. Even before, I mean, this is happening in the 19th century, Kajal.
Yes, it was indeed.
Wow.
And from there, freedom began.
And well, don't go away. Stay with us, and we're going, because we're going up, and we're going to show you the places where they hide, the places where they stay, and how they managed to survive over in this
beautiful place.
Like, how did they manage to survive here? Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
You got hurt?
Yes.
Oh no.
Wow. So are you really? Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry. So are you telling me that the slaves, they run through this cactus forest all the time?
Yes, indeed. And on top of that, they had chains along with them.
Really?
Yes, chains on the legs, on the neck.
My God. How would they be able to survive with the thorns from the cactus piercing them and everything?
That should have been very hard indeed. with the scorching sun, and on top of that the cactus with the chains along. I imagine how they could run.
You imagine the kind of pain I'm feeling now just by
a little
so
while.
you imagine what they're feeling, what they felt, you know, being
Should
pest.
have been very, very hard for them indeed.
There's one thing I must tell you about these people. They are what they call survivors.
They are survivors.
Wow.
They are indeed. Yes. Are you tired?
You don't look tired.
A little bit. I guess you're more tired than
Ooh.
me.
My
Right.
God. I'm super duper tired.
So you're really reflecting how the slaves were tired then? Or I am depicting the...
You know, seriously, you know, it's not just that. You know, I'm just while we were coming up.
Yeah.
You know what was going on in my mind? What was going on in my mind was what was it that was going on in the mind
Of the
of the
slaves.
slaves? You know, while they were running, and what this shows that when a man is desperate, he's ready to do anything. So you imagine how severe and how difficult that situation might have been for them then.
For them.
You know, you look at the floor, look at how steep and how rugged and how crooked the ground is and everything, and then for them to get over
Up
there.
there.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Wow. If I was in that time,
I would not have had
I don't
this
think I would be
choice.
able to survive it. I'm telling you, you know, about, you know, this particular place, this particular island, this particular mountain that we are now.
Maroon.
It's one of the it's a UNESCO site.
Yes, it is
You
a
know,
UNESCO
it's a
World Heritage Site of
site.
Mauritius, and the very first one.
The very first one of its kind
Yes.
in Mauritius. Like, let's say, basically in Mauritius there are three.
We've got two World Heritage
World
Sites,
Heritage Sites, right?
and one of them is the Maroon, and the other one is the Pravasi Ghat for the Indian
for the
immigrants.
Indians. So this one here is for the Creole.
Yes, it is where the Creole culture was born.
What is that word Creole? What does it mean?
I would say it is all about the Mauritian culture. The slaves left behind the culture, and for this we have the different festivals that are celebrated.
Okay. So this is where the founding fathers, like the early fathers of Mauritius, the Creole fathers of Mauritius, this is where they hide themselves
Yes,
from
they did.
from
From
their
the-
masters.
From the torture of their masters, rather.
Wow,
How people can be so cruel to each other.
really true. It's really.
It's really barbarous.
Heartening. True. Like how can people, you know, be like that? Let's take a walk. Let's take a walk.
let's take a walk,
how
yeah.
can people? How can really? How can people be so demonic? No,
Yeah.
demonic is too small. How can people be so, you know, heartless about another human being?
And having the humanity at the end of the day.
True. You know, like there's something I was told. Do you mind clearing my doubts?
Which one?
They said that the Maroons,
Yeah.
the slaves from the 19th century, 14th century, you know, they hide and they stay on top of the
On
mountain.
top of the mountain.
And being on top of the mountain, some of them, out of frustration,
Yes.
they jump from the mountain to commit suicide.
Well, this happened because once there was the abolition of slavery, the abolition of slavery was being announced by the British soldiers. But unfortunately, when they saw those people coming over, they were of the idea that these people are coming to kill them or to torture them.
Really?
So they didn't want to get back to the torture. So they preferred just giving up their lives.
Oh, okay. So what you're trying to let me understand now is that when the slavery was abolished,
Exactly.
the slaves that are hiding over here,
Yeah.
they never knew that slavery is
They
abolished.
did not.
And-
They were unaware of this fact that now they're actually free. They can feel the freedom, live the way their life they wanted.
They never knew.
They never
So,
had this
so
idea.
when they saw the Britishers coming,
Yeah.
they thought that they are coming back to to torture them. So
Yes.
out of that, they said rather than going back to slavery, I better die. And then they jump over.
Jumped, yeah.
Wow. So Kajal, can you tell me something? How do you think these people living in this isolated place, thick jungle, you imagine the kind of infestation of malaria or that might be
we
there
had
during
all
that time.
kind of diseases at that point in time. There wasn't proper hygiene.
So how were they able to survive? Like how were they able to take care of themselves? Like maybe let's say maybe they would take the wild fruits of the forest to survive. But then how
did they sustain themselves?
Yes.
I believe the greatest thing that was sustaining them is the willpower that they had. The willpower that they had to fight against whatever was there. Whatever may come, they have to be resilient. They won't quit. I believe in this dictum, and I suppose they were believing in this dictum itself, and that's why they prefer choosing their freedom by dying rather than standing up here and getting tortured by the others.
Wow. So the slaves, they stay here, and they are very, very comfortable. It's better than being in chains, right?
Of course.
Really? So what do you think? Where are we going to see the mountains?
Here we are.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a sack of Oscaro. Married to the money, introduced her to my stove. Showed her how to whip and now she remixing below. She my track queen, like the bando. We be counting.
Alors, maintenant on va rencontrer Joanne et Isabelle. Et si vous pouvez nous dire votre expérience, nous partager votre expérience, comment c'était en haut, c'était magnifique, qu'est-ce que vous avez ressenti?
C'était magique, cette vue sur l'océan est juste à tomber par terre, c'est magnifique et on ressent un sentiment de grandeur, d'éternité, de magie. C'est difficile, difficile de décrire avec des mots, c'est tellement, c'est à couper le souffle, cette vue. Et quand on connaît un petit peu l'histoire qui se cache derrière le haut de cette montagne, c'est encore plus poignant de monter tout en haut et de se dire qu'il y a des gens qui, pour retrouver leur liberté, ont sauté du haut de cette falaise. C'est poignant. In a way, yes, we could feel this strength, this eternity feeling. That's
That's good.
kind of.
That's nice.
Kind of. I can't tell you that.
Determination to be free
Yes.
So if they could have that
Stronger
determination,
than life.
right?
Stronger than life.
To
yeah.
be free no matter
I
whatever
can't-
circumstance.
Yeah,
Right?
I can't understand that human beings could do that to other human beings, but I can't share their feelings. Freedom is the most important thing in life. So I can understand that they jumped and gave their lives to be free.
To be free.
Yeah.
So in other words, if you are just to wrap it in 2 or 3 words, to the people outside there, you know, that feel depressed, to the people outside there that they feel that they can't take a stand for themselves, to the people outside there that they feel that, you know, that they are being controlled, you know, with this defiance of the slaves that came here to hide in Lemon, you know, what message do you think you can pass down to them there?
You mean to the
people outside? To the common people outside that feel depressed, that feel oppressed, that feels that, you know, they can't stand for themselves. Like here, what makes me very, very much appreciative of this particular place is that boldness that the slave took, you know, to go against their masters and, you know, to stand for themselves.
Actually, they took the power. They were not free, but they took the power. So I would say that take the power, take your life in your hand. It's your decision. Don't let anybody put you down. And you have the strength inside of you, and you have to find it.
556,000. Wow! I'm see, like
Climbing
serious,
that in the scorching sun.
and you're telling me that the people jumped from over there.
Yes, they did. They prefer that compared to trees.
They are survivors. You know, they are survivors. They learn how to survive
And how
to live. You know.
absolutely in the real sense and impart the message to the
Salute
others.
to them. Salute to them.
Indeed.
Salute to them.
Don't let me down. I think I'm losing my mind now. It's in my head, darling. I hope that you'll be here when I need you.